This is perhaps the most iconic photo that you can get in this ODI World Cup, considering the circumstances, considering what had gone on as the build-up, where Naveen-ul-Haq and Virat Kohli, the hostilities would be flying towards the Afghan bowler. Remember, the IPL hostility which stemmed from that ill-fated game between Lucknow Super Giants and Royal Challengers Bangalore at the Ekana Stadium left a sour taste on a lot of people, and that is the reason why the fan bases, the fans that were present at the Arun Jaitley Stadium were really going to give it to Naveen-ul-Haq. But towards the end, Virat Kohli and Naveen-ul-Haq had a very friendly exchange. Virat Kohli then told the crowd not to mock Naveen-ul-Haq. And then after the match, you could see this particular image wherein both players are having fun, laughing, interacting and having a very friendly exchange. Now, on that friendly exchange, Virat Kohli and Naveen-ul-Haq have opened up on it. I mean, Naveen-ul-Haq in particular has opened up to the fact that why did he do it? And he also took a dig at people. He also took a dig at the fan bases that were there, because he stated, whatever happened that day on May 2023, it was always in the ground. It was always in the ground. It was nothing outside. No ill exchanges were exchanged outside of the ground. People make it big, and this is where Naveen-ul-Haq is deciding, okay, he is going to take a dig at the fan bases that are there. People make it big. They need that stuff for their followers. He said, we are done with that, and I said, yes, we are done with that. We shook hands and hugged. Now, this is a very interesting thing, because if you look at this particular rivalry, it was given fire by the fan bases that were there outside. Naveen-ul-Haq's Instagram stories also did not add any, it poured fuel to the fire, if you may say, at that point in time. So, it was immaturity at that point in time from Naveen-ul-Haq, but maybe it was also fueled by the fact that the toxic fan bases of a particular player were fanning it on. And remember, Virat Kohli proved that he is the ultimate statesman. I mean, in 2019, 2023, two such instances involving Steve Smith and now Naveen-ul-Haq have shown that the fan bases that are there around Virat Kohli's name, they never represent him. They cannot be his representative. Virat Kohli represents only Virat Kohli. Only he can represent himself. The fans cannot speak on behalf of Virat Kohli ever now, because the fans would never have been this statesmanly. Virat Kohli at least has been statesmanly. Naveen-ul-Haq is extremely right in pointing it out that people make it big. They need that stuff for their followers. I mean, come to think about it. Everybody nowadays is just on social media to ensure that they get the maximum retweets, likes, shares, and they will enjoy the fun despite not knowing that the amount of fakery that they would have spread, the amount of hatred that they would have spread on social media, it can damage a person's mental health. That is how toxic these fan bases are, and that's why Naveen-ul-Haq is extremely right in pointing that out. People make it big. They need that stuff for their followers. It is a subtle dig at all the fan bases that exist, and it's an eye-opener. If Virat Kohli can be the statesman with a big heart, why on earth must fans then raise a big issue that, oh, he should not be like that, he should be aggressive, he should be like that? They also have to grow up in the next couple of months, matches or years, if that might be the case. Now, Naveen has opened up on the exchange and he was very practical about it. He stated that crowd will chant for their home cricketers, and that is what they did. It is Kohli's home ground. He is a nice guy, a good player, and we shook hands. Now, isn't that the way to ensure that your rivalry and whatever happened after that, it's now buried? All that pseudo aggression, all that made up aggression, all that fighting which you all were eagerly waiting to anticipate. I am glad that at one point in time the water has been poured over a fake fire at this point in time. Because cricket at the end of the day is best remembered by this image, not what we saw in the IPL at this point in time. Remember, the IPL, we called it a spade, that it was ugly. Everybody involved in that was really not coming out in good light at all. And what we saw today is a complete 180 degrees of it. Naveen-ul-Haq has acknowledged that fans, people, they often fan it up so that we get all these kind of things. But here, today, it is really a great day, because Virat Kohli has shown that he is the ultimate statesman and only he represents himself. The fans and the fan bases that exist ad nauseum on social media, they are not his representatives whatsoever. So it's good on Virat Kohli, it's good on Naveen-ul-Haq that they have patched up, and now only good things can happen from this point in time. Naveen-ul-Haq also shared a photo of him meeting Gautam Gambhir, his team mentor at Lucknow Super Giants, and they had a good time either. So sport transcends boundaries. This was a particular instance where all the rivalries, and that too of a fake made up rivalry, all came to rest. Remember, that was the spurt of the moment. This is much more genuine at this point in time. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.